The road to WrestleMania, regardless of what year it may be, always has a long and winding road with a lot of ups and a lot of downs. This year has been no different at all. And as we continue down this road to WrestleMania 42, there is one feud that has really started to feel like it has been one big roller coaster. And that feud, in my opinion at least, is Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. And it feels like that this is such an important feud for WWE to get right, and I don't necessarily know if they're doing that right now. So in this video, we're going to be talking more about the CM Punk Roman Reigns feud and if we should be concerned about it or not. Real quickly, before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That is all we post is WWE related content, so if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free, you can always change your mind later. So I think the best way I can describe the Roman Reigns CM Punk feud so far is weird. I feel like we have taken a really big, weird turn in this feud. Their first promo laid out a solid foundation for this feud. It got the reason as to why Roman Reigns chose CM Punk, and we got more of these stories starting to build and starting to take place. The next feud between the two, we had CM Punk just dump an entire can of gasoline onto the fire, and we got the now infamous line of saying that he's going to bury Roman next to Roman's father. And then we had the segment with CM Punk and the Usos, where I really enjoyed what we got from the Usos there. Didn't necessarily know how well it was going to fit, how all of it was going to come together. And then the third promo between Roman and Punk happened, and this is where I think things took a turn for the weird. Because we were expecting Roman Reigns to come back with the most ruthless and vicious comeback that we have ever heard, and we were all kind of expecting it to be something about Larry, CM Punk and AJ Lee's dog that has since passed away. That is the direction that we were all kind of assuming we were going to go down, and we didn't get that at all. Instead, what we got was CM Punk getting mad over Roman Reigns calling him old. Now, this to me in the moment just didn't sit right because everything that Roman could have said, the one thing that drove CM Punk to the point of snapping was being called old. This coming off the heels of what we got between Roman and Punk in their second promo, where again, we had Punk's drop that cold line, and the next thing we got between the two just it didn't really land in my opinion. Again, being called old isn't necessarily the biggest burn. It honestly felt like I was watching like a poor elementary school rap battle. And then we got the segment on the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw, which featured the Usos, mainly Jay, kind of taking over the mic, with CM Punk in the mix as well. And CM Punk's promo to start was okay. We had that very interesting and weird line of Punk saying that Roman's going to come out oiled and slathered in something else that I can't necessarily say here on YouTube. It felt like a kind of weird promo and didn't really get a very good answer as to why CM Punk did snap when Roman called him old. We did kind of get a little bit of a answer there, but nothing that really felt like it was that next big step in this feud. Now, Roman coming in, beating CM Punk down with Jay kind of encouraging it while Jimmy just kind of stood there by the wayside. That was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't mind it. But again, coming off of that second promo where we expected Roman Reigns to go full nuclear mode on CM Punk, we haven't necessarily gotten that. Now, don't get me wrong. I still think this feud has all the potential in the world, especially when you have Roman Reigns and the bloodline in the mix. Anything is on the table when you have that combination. And I am still very interested to see if we get any sort of payoff with Roman basically issuing the entire bloodline to go after CM Punk. So the potential for this feud is still there. It's still very high. But when you take a look at what WWE is doing outside of this feud, obviously you've got Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes' feud, which feels like it could really, really be the night two main event if they continue playing their cards right with this. And then I would argue that Brock Lesnar and Obafemi's feud has started to get a lot more popular than WWE was anticipating, and that is starting to feel like it could possibly leap over the Roman Reigns CM Punk feud. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but just seeing the reaction from Oba and Brock's feud compared to Roman and Punk's, which is still very, very high. However, everything just feels kind of off right now. Because with that feud, again, we were expecting Roman to come back and go straight for the jugular. And he just didn't. He called him old, Punk snapped, and on the last episode of Monday Night Raw, we saw CM Punk just basically goat Roman into attacking Punk, where we had Punk laughing after, saying that he got him. So right now, it feels like it's just like a battle of who's going to be able to rage bait the other guy more. And I just don't think that that's the type of feud that this should be. Again, I feel like the foundation for this feud was set pretty freaking good coming off of that first promo. The second promo was also very, 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 very good. And you had CM Punk dropping that cold, cold line. And then ever since then, it just feels like something changed, something happened. And obviously, I don't know what that thing could be. I don't know if Larry being mentioned was on the table and someone kind of nixed the idea. I don't know what it is. But now, again, it just feels like that this feud has taken just a weird turn, and I honestly don't know where it could go from here. Because we haven't really seen Roman go back at CM Punk the way we thought he would. And to me, that has really kind of flattened this feud a little bit. Whereas you go and look at the other feuds, again, Randy and Cody is awesome. And that first big step of that feud was the Randy Orton heel turn. And we are kind of waiting for Cody to return to get that next kind of chapter in that story. And then you've got Obafemi and Brock Lesnar right now, which, again, judging by the fan reaction, people want to see Obafemi right now. He is a hot, hot commodity, just like I think we all knew he was going to be. And honestly, if this feud between Roman and Punk wasn't for the World Heavyweight Championship, I honestly feel like Oba and Brock could overtake them in terms of being the main event. So this is where I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on the Roman Reigns versus CM Punk feud right now? Do you think that we should be worried about this feud right now? Because again, for me, it does feel like ever since that second promo, it felt like that we took a really weird turn with this feud. And I don't really know which direction we could go next. Again, I don't think this feud should necessarily be about Roman and Punk trying to rage bait each other and getting each other off of their games. Like, no, the foundation was laid there after that first promo, and I don't feel like WWE has built off of that since that second promo. So, as always, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section. And while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. That is the only link in the description for a reason, and that is because it will take you to all of the social media platforms for this channel. I do strongly suggest going and checking out our X page besides YouTube. I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. We are also over on Instagram and TikTok. Over there, you can expect clips from these videos, and it's just another place for me to post when I do upload a video on here to YouTube. So if you do enjoy these videos and you're looking for some extra content, again, Linktree link in the description. It'll take you to wherever you need to go. So with all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Again, both are free. Both really help out the channel a lot. And of course, if you have made it to this point of the video, I want to say thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here because it genuinely does mean the world to me. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.